Hey there, how you doing? This is Matthew Hunt here from Powered by Search. I'm the VP of Marketing and Sales, and today we're going to be doing a little webinar presentation on the landing page checklist. It's a great way to improve your conversions on landing pages and to make sure that you're actually making sure it has some really important parts to it that will improve the conversions. We're also going to look at some examples and do some teardowns so that you can learn from live examples of what not to do and what to actually do. Before we get into that, let's just get into a few of the items that you're going to want to do as we're going. And here's the first one that you're going to look at. The first one is, does the landing page speak to the lizard brain? Okay, so I just want you to understand there's two systems our brain operates on. Okay, and there's system one, and then there's system two, okay? And system one is our lizard brain. It's that brain that doesn't really want to think and expects things to be intuitive. This is the brain that we actually surf websites on and surf the web. And this is the brain we want to use. The system 2 brain is the logical brain that can think but really doesn't want to think. It really doesn't want to have to participate in that. So sometimes some examples of that is, if I was to ask you what 2 plus 2 is, you'd immediately know that it's 4. That is your lizard brain. You don't have to think. You just know it's intuitive. It's there. But if I was to ask you an equation like, what's 47 times 57 minus 2 divided by 4? You'd be like, you could figure it out, but you need a piece of paper and you have to go to it, and that's your system 2 brain, and you really don't like having to use that brain, and that's not the brain we surf the web with. And we only go into it when we really absolutely have to, but we usually don't make most of our buying decisions based off of that brain. We make it off of our lizard brain, or sometimes referenced as the caveman brain. It's the emotional brain that we just intuitively know what to do. And so you want to make sure that your websites are that intuitive. So another good example of that is really looking at doors. There are doors that are really well designed, doors that are not designed. We have a door in our office that's absolutely not designed well. It has 2 handles on both sides. So we watch people go to this door all the time and they don't know whether to push or pull. And it looks absolutely ridiculous. They stumble. But it's not their fault. It's the design of the door, because the side that should be pulled should have a handle. And this side that should be pushed, there should be no handle, just a flat bar. And that way you know to push. And if it was intuitive, we would just do it and it would be a good user experience. And it would, it makes a better user experience. And my point is, your landing pages need to be that intuitive and need to speak to that lizard brain. We'll talk about that more in this presentation, particularly when we look at the before and afters. The next thing you need to have on your landing page is you need to have a single CTA. Do not, and for those that don't understand what CTA is, that means call to action. Do not have lots of calls to action on your website. The more calls to actions you have, the more you confuse people, or the more exit points you have on your landing page, the more opportunities you have for them to leave and not make a buying decision. So you want to squeeze them, or only try and offer them one offer that's specific. You can have a secondary offer, but it should be as an exit pop-up if they don't take your primary first offer. And then everything on that landing page needs to support that main CTA. That's really, really important. Does the landing page hero make sense? I can't tell you how many times that people are marketing a particular service and it doesn't even look like that. So for example, like I'm a dentist and all of a sudden I don't have a picture of a dentist on the page. I have something totally different. Or, you got to make sure that it speaks to that lizard brain, that if I see the visual, I'm going to understand what this page is about. And if your visual doesn't describe what the page is about and the benefits to the end user right away, and they can't get it based on the visual, then you're already failing with your landing page. It really needs to be that simple. If you have a downloadable asset and you say it's a report, make sure there's something that looks like a report as an image, right? A lot of times people don't have that. If it's a downloadable checklist, make sure it looks like a checklist. And if we can't figure it out just based on the image, you're already failing. Also, make sure that your images and the landing page matches the creative source that you drove them from. So if you're running paid advertising and you have a banner ad, or it's like a Facebook ad, or even like a text ad, make sure it matches up, like that the headline and the benefits or the call to action are similar and the image represents that of what it is that we're looking for. If I come to a site and I'm searching for a plumber, I want to see a plumber or a plumber truck or something that's being fixed that way. I don't want to be sent to something else, right? So make sure it's intuitive so that we don't have to think about it. The next thing is, make sure you have social proof. Social proof is really important. Again, at a glance social proof, not stuff that we have to think about. Like, do you have badges that's secure? Do you have testimonials? Does it show that you have good reviews online? Do other companies use you? Their credibility that we recognize? Are we associating ourselves that way? If you come to our website, you'll see right away all these big brands that are there because we're immediately trying to show social proof that big brands have chosen us and therefore you should choose us too. So when you see FedEx or Remax on our website, or even Bel Air Direct Insurance or all these large companies, they're there for, they are our clients, but we also put them there first because it immediately cements us that we're an authority and that big brands have chosen us. So can you create social proof on your landing page? And at a glance, remember, we don't want to think and have to figure out how to read it. We don't read, we scan. Okay, does the landing page have a clear headline? I can't tell you how many times that landing pages just don't even have a clear headline, or the subheadline really has a headline. A real trick to make your headline stand out, try and ask a question. Always make it about them and not about you. Don't be beating your chest and telling us about how great you are. Ask them a question that where they want to say yes, okay? A mini yes is something that you want. Do you want blank and blank? Or do you want to discover how to such and such and such and such? Ask them this question. They should be saying yes in their head. If they say yes, they're going to want to read more. Also note that when you ask a question, your brain is forced to answer it. It's impossible for people not to want to answer it or therefore want to read more. So it's a great way to kind of hack a headline. Next thing is you want to make sure you have clear steps. A lot of times people won't take actions if they have anxieties about what's going to happen next. So therefore, like if you're giving them a downloadable, tell them how they're going to get it. Are they going to instantly get it and download it? Is it going to get emailed to them? Is someone going to phone them? If I fill out this form and I'm getting a quote on something, when do I expect follow-up? Do I expect that via text, via email, via phone call? Explain what the next steps are going to happen. If you tell them what's going to happen and in what order, you're going to remove anxiety and they're going to be more willing to take those next steps. So make it really, really simple. Also, do you have some sort of, urgency? It's really important that you create some sort of fear of loss or fear to work really well. Why do they need to take action now, right? And if you don't have a part to your landing page of the reason why they need to take action now, then you're definitely not getting as many conversions as you could on your landing pages. And then the next one you need to really ask yourself is can your 90-year-old grandma use this landing page? And there's, not to really slag 90-year-old grandmas. There's quite a few that are savvy out there and tech savvy, but you get the idea. Can someone who's completely non-tech savvy or someone with fat thumbs on their mobile phone easily use your landing page that you're driving traffic to? And if the answer is no, then you're failing and you need to do something different. Now, the best way to learn about this checklist is to actually look at some examples. So here's an example that someone sent us. This is not even a landing page. We asked for some people to send us some stuff. It's Global Payments, big brand. They do payment processing. And we come to this landing page, and let's look at this on some of these checklines. Look at their headline, payments as mobile as your business, okay? Is that a question? Does it really have, where's the CTA? I have all these different buttons here that I can take, but I really don't know what the CTA is. Then I have these images. I have all this attention ratio where I could leave and exit to a different page. And then way down here, I have sign up. Why do I want to sign up? I don't want to sign up for your newsletter right now, or schedule a call or contact. This is probably what I want to do. So you can see this is not really a great way of doing it, but if we actually look at a way to improve it, let's look at this. This is much better, much easier. Look how easy it is on my eye in the white space. Immediately, I know what it is. When I go back to this previous page, do I know what it is? It looks like a bakery, or is this a t-shirt store? Can you see how your hero image is doesn't really explain what's going on, as well as like a bakery. Is it really mobile? That's not exactly the best picture. But show the actual device. Here's mobile in the hand. It has no cord, right away. Does your business need to accept credit cards and debit cards on the go? It's a question. What do I say in my head? Yes. Getting started with accepting credit cards is easy. Easy, yes, that's what I want. I want something easy, right? Because that's what merchants are thinking, right? They want to start accepting, they want to make it easy. Just enter your name and your email below to get started today, or call us at this number as we have live agents standing by. It gives two questions, and the reason why there's two CTAs here, phoning or entering your name and email address, and note that we're only asking for the name and email address. And the reason we're doing that is because we want them to get started, and if we get their email address, even if they don't complete the next step, which is more questions about their business, we can at least follow up with them. They're in our funnel, and now we can do email automation to them, or take that email address and do retargeting or custom audiences through AdWords and Facebook and so many other things, that are there. And you're going to increase your conversion rate because there's so few fields that we're actually asking for. So This is really, really important. And the sales copy is really, really important too, because it's really speaking to their lizard brain and speaking to their true desires that they want this to be really, really easy. And then up above there, you see the phone number again. We have agents standing by 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. The reason why I put 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. is because we want it to be a good experience for them. Now, I don't really know if this company's hours are really like that, but the point is that we want to put that there so they don't have a bad experience, because if it's before that time or after the time, they're not going to call and have this bad experience and get caught into a voicemail or something else. And then it explains the steps. Remember I told you about removing the anxiety, what happens next? First step, get in touch with us with the form above or call us. That's step 1. Step 2, apply. And then I want to remove the anxiety, particularly for entrepreneurs and businesses. Don't worry, 98% of merchants get approved, because what happens in our brain, we're like, oh my God, I have to apply. This is going to be like another bank experience. I'm going to get denied. I'm a small business. I already have bad credit, or they don't like small business because I haven't had a job. These are things that are running through their heads. So you put this in there and alleviate that. Don't worry, 98% of merchants are going to get approved. And then step 3, we will ship and train you on your mobile POS. And then I see the social proof down below. Start accepting these payments. That's exactly what I want to do as a merchant or a business. I want people to be able to accept Interac, Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. But can you see, I look at this page and within 5 seconds, I understand what's going on. In this previous landing page, my goodness, my brain has to work so hard to understand what the heck is going on. And you absolutely don't want to have that happen. So, this is before, and this is what we do in the after. And this is not hard. Literally, I just sent some quick directions to one of our graphic designers in the afternoon, and they were able to whip this up in literally like 30 minutes. So, when you have a system and you have a formula and you have this checklist and you understand how people surf the web and what makes those buying decisions, you could really boost your conversions. I guarantee you that this site probably converts at maybe 2%, but I bet you if you send the right traffic from, particularly people who have buying intent with a search query, like where they actually type in debit and credit card processing or accept credit cards or mobile POS, and you send them here, or if you target like businesses or small businesses on like Facebook and then say, do you need to accept credit cards? Like, and you send them mobile credit cards, and you target businesses who are like on the go, like massage therapists or plumbers or something like that, and they hit this page, man, this page is going to convert way better. I can't prove it at this very moment, but I guarantee you that that's the case. And I believe that you know that too as we talk about this and describe this. Let's look at another example, because this is the best way to learn. So this is another landing page that someone sent me. And again, this is not a landing page because it has a navigation. Every time it has a navigation, so that's not a landing page. A landing page is a squeeze page. It should have 1 CTA. What's this page about? Go ahead, look at it. Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you figure it out? Okay, right. Yeah, you probably figured it out, but it took a while and you have to read all this text to understand. It's about downloading some sort of special report because you're going to learn about how to pick the best stocks. And I don't really know anything about stocks, so don't slag me later when I redesign this landing page, because some of the stuff I wrote is not necessarily probably right. But the point is the strategy towards it is correct, and the tactics towards it is correct. That'll increase the conversions. Now, I read more about this, and this guy's completely credible. Michael Sprung, obviously he's interviewed all the time on BNN. He has a lot of credibility, knows what he's doing. But what I got here, look at all the exit points. What I know what to do, it really does not speak to my lizard brain. But look at this. We redesigned this very quickly, and this is a report. So I get here, and boom. Instantly download how to easily find stock winners, okay? Easily, and does it look like it's a report or a book? Yes, right away. Is it really clear directional cues over here, what I need to do? Name and email address, download. And then how do I start creating social proof, right? I tell all the benefits of what you're gonna learn in this book. I create social proof about the authors is as seen on BNN and the Business Network. Wow, okay, well, he's interviewed there, he must be credible, okay? And then I put social proof down here, downloaded. It's been downloaded 2,375 times. I don't know if it really has, and don't make it up, but if it's been downloaded a lot of times, that's huge social proof. I put a value to it. Give a value to the free products that you give away, and then I give a reason of why you need to do this now, right? And that's because I'm creating fear of missing out, right? Or that fear of loss, but only for today. And then I have more social proof of testimonials of real people who've actually downloaded this, and it makes really great, after searching for a site with recommendations that made sense, easeful, I came across this very useful guide. I had massive gains quickly from stocks I wouldn't have considered before, right? Now, these are fake testimonials, but the idea, you got to get real ones. But my point is, if we look at the previous page and you landed here, do you know what to do within just a few seconds? Is it clear? Do you have a clear headline? No, right? Do you have clear benefits? No. Do you have clear social proof? No. Is there just one CTA? No. Right? There's so many things that are wrong with this page, and this is so much better. So anytime that you have a download a report, look, there's no navigation. There's nothing else you can do on this page except for download it. You're either going to download it or you're not. And that's immediately going to increase the conversions, right? Look what it says, instantly download, how to easily find your stock winners. It does not a question, but it tells me immediately that I can get it and tells me what it is. And it tells me I'm going to learn. And this is brilliant. This is a much better page. So now that you've seen the checklist and understand some before and after pictures, what we'd like to offer for you is to be able to actually download our checklist. It has a few more items than the ones that we went over right now, but you can do that right now, and it's totally free from us, which is at poweredbysearch.com/resources/landing-page-optimization-checklist. That's a very long URL. We probably should optimize that URL ourselves, but the point is you can get it there. Also, if you happen to need any help, feel free to reach out to us. We do this every single day, and the one thing that we know that a lot of people do is they will watch this and then they're going to go away and they're not going to do anything. And that's a huge cost to opportunity. I mean, the really easy way to figure out why you should take action and partner with a marketing agency like ourselves is probably just do this in your head. Just go, what's the amount of money I want our company to be making? So let's just say, for example, you want to be making an easy number. It doesn't really matter what it is, $100,000 a month, right? And it could be way more, it could be way less. And then just go, how much is my company currently making? And you go, wow, right now we're making, $50,000. And then just minus the two. And basically that's what it's costing you every single month that you don't act on these things. They're going to increase your leads and your sales. And at the end of the line, your revenues at the end of the day. And these are the things that do that. And we help companies do this on a regular basis. We have a predictable formula for doing this. So if you are a company that wants to grow your business aggressively, we highly suggest you come on out and reach out to us. You go to poweredbysearch.com, fill out our form or give us a call, and we'll do a consultation with you and talk about our system and our process. Usually we start with some sort of, a little bit of a discovery call, and then we might move into a coaching call to see if it's a bit of a good fit. Then we might move into a sort of half-day workshop, if it makes sense, which we can do in person or virtually. And then if that makes sense, maybe a 60-day sort of build/discovery, and then we can sort of look at other options after that. What we do, where we can have constant improvement on your marketing every single month. You can go into a constant improvement program with us, which a lot of companies have done and been really successful. You can go see our client wall on our website. We'd love to hear from you. If this was helpful for you, do one of two things for us. Either get in touch with us if you want our help, or two, send it to a friend. Send it to someone else that'll help, because even we try and create this information not only for the fact of, trying to get more business, but at the end of the day, we just really care about businesses being better and driving more revenues. Anyways, that's my dog barking, so that should tell me that I should show up on my webinar. I hope this is great for you. Bye for now.